Basically, we broke it down into three sort of components. The first being listening, the importance of listening, what you need to know in terms of monitoring, social media monitoring tools, identifying customer service issues, identifying who your evangelists are, and uncovering sales lead opportunities. And one of the examples I gave was IBM has uncovered millions of dollars in sales leads by executing a listening program, looking for companies that are talking about potentially buying IBM software, buying competitor software, or just asking the kinds of questions that would lead one to become a customer of IBM. The second one had to do with uncovering the economic potential of social media. And basically, what is it that you can actually do to generate value for your business? And so I gave some examples of some companies doing some creative things. There's one company, Kick Apps, I think it was called, or I'm probably getting that wrong now. Anyway, it's an incentive program where you can download an iPhone app, and those users are given points or incentive to actually go to certain stores. They go into the store and scan products, they're given instant coupons, and there's a social networking component there. So what it does is it provides an online and mobile connection, social network opportunity, but at the same time it drives foot traffic to brick and mortar stores at the same time, and they can redeem those points for Facebook credits. So it goes back online, so it's kind of a cyclical kind of thing. And the third thing had to do with measuring ROI. And really that comes down to what are your goals? And some companies engage in social media for revenue generation purposes. So obviously there are proxy measurements, how many, what's our network look like? What's the quality of our network? What's the quantity of people that we're connected to? How many people pass along our message? How much traffic are we generating to pages that are designed to convert, that sort of thing. Or other folks are engaging in social media from a media perspective, like my company, TopRank. We don't pay a PR firm. I don't employ a public relations person, yet we've calculated we receive about $10,000 a month in a PR firm's retainer every month as a result of blogging and social media participation because of the media pickups that we get, unsolicited. So companies, Search Engine Watch, ClickZ, Search Engine Land, major publications like Forbes, industry publications like Marketing Profs, American Express Open, so on and so forth, linking to us without even asking. Not even an interview is necessarily involved, and we're getting this media coverage simply by being useful and by working on developing networks with influentials in our industry. One of the first things any company should do is implement a listening program. That means using social media monitoring software to identify where their customers are having conversations on the web. A lot of companies will go after the big ones. We'll start a blog, set up YouTube account, Twitter and Facebook, but maybe their customers aren't spending their time there. So a listening program will help them collect the data that they'll need to actually develop a proper strategy. And so I would say those would be two things, best practices real quick, is understand where your customers are, what topics are interesting to them, what is it that they need, and then give that to them in terms of a content strategy that you roll out. And in the course of using that monitoring software, you'll understand what's working and what's not, and you can refine your messaging, you can refine subsequent content that you use to go out and promote to the network that you're developing. That would be my best practice recommendation. What's going wrong? Coming into social media as purely as a direct marketing tactic. So someone that's, let's say, going to set up a Facebook account and runs Facebook advertising to get 1,000 friends because of an incentive, like, hey, win a prize for this contest, and then actually expecting those fans or friends or followers to actually represent real connections, meaning that they paid for them rather than earned them. And that valuation in terms of an ROI for effort, it's not a true measure. You know what I mean? If you pay for those friends, you might get a short-term gain, but they're not going to be your evangelist long-term. They're not going to propagate, tell two friends, tell two friends, tell two friends, your message to others that might become your customers.